Greetings, cosmic conscious leaders of the new Eden, rising into the dawning of the new quantum Jerusalem. Sananda is with us now. Nova Gaia is going galactic, as are all her children. The monarch butterfly has been upgraded today to the rainbow butterfly of infinite multidimensional expansion. We are the event that is going solar, creating the white flash of transfiguration. Walk tall and gentle upon the new earth. With the emerald heart open and fully activated, we are all one tribe of heaven on earth, with these intense waves of multi-frequency flowing in as our sacred vessels are being upgraded and prepared for the 6-6 portal in 3 days and the solar eclipse in 7 days on the 10th. We are now bridging all timelines into the harmonic convergence of this final omega point of the 0 point activation of supernova cosmic consciousness. Aho! We are being totally lit up and totally activated. Walela, the hummingbird, with us all day today. Walela visit us many times, transmitting her powerful hummingbird medicine for this great quickening of energy, of consciousness, of transformation. Over the last 24 hours, we had many powerful activations and energies flowing in. Although on the Schumann, another day, the 3rd day of quiet, we did have a little blast of white light showing up as a 15 Hertz activation, 15 Hertz amplitude on the Schumann resonance. Over the last 24 hours, we had many powerful activations on Pachamama with 150 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, 15 of the 6-6 portal, which is in 3 days, the most powerful again today. On the Ring of Fire, the ring is totally lit up as it's preparing us for the Ring of Fire activation on this solar solstice on the 10th. 6.1 in Indonesia. Earlier today, we had 2 activations, one south of Tonga, right on the Tropic of Capricorn in the south. 4.8 in Indonesia, 4.8, 12 portal, the 3rd portal to my sacred Condor. We had a 4.2 activation in Russia, Soledad, California, 3.6, 9 kilometers depth, in the 9910 degree, the sky beings. Also the Council of 9 coming in the sacred portal today in the heart of Lemuria, the Emerald Palace, Pahala, Hawaii, 4.0, Alaska Peninsula, in the crown of Lemuria. All 3 Dantians of Pachamama are fully open and activated, as are ours. We had in the Alaska Peninsula 3.2, again in the heart of China, Qinghai Porter, 5.4, another 9 activation, Pecos, Texas, 3.0, Mexico, 4.2, and then we had the 6.1, Maluku Utara, Indonesia, another activation, Indonesia, 5.1, and then a 4.8, Central Mid-Atlantic Ridge, 5.0, Indonesia, another 4.5 activation, then a 4.9. We had a 4.6 activation just south of the Tropic of Cancer, Mariana Islands of the Maria, the Divine Water, 4.6, 190 kilometers depth. Another activation in the crown of Lemuria, Aleutian Islands, 3.2, and Indonesia, another powerful 4.7, one after another today on the Ring of Fire. Puerto Rico, Divine Masculine, 3.5, East Foothills of California, 3.6, Blanchard, Oklahoma, in the heart of the United States, 3.3, 33 of Mastery. The Eagle, Fly High, Indonesia, another 4.7, 44 kilometers depth, the 4.4 portal, the Divine 44. Tonga, also Ring of Fire, 4.8, 12 of the Divine Goddess, 128 kilometers depth. Tonga on the Ring of Fire, 4.9. Then another 4.9. 13 portal, another 4 activation of the 8 Lion's Gate, the 8 Lyran Nation, the new Lemurian, the Royal Lions. Southern Alaska, 3.0. Then in the Sacred Portal of Kamari, Greece, 4.8. Another 12 activation. Papua New Guinea, also Ring of Fire, 4.6. Again, in Pahala, Hawaii, the heart of Lemuria, 3.1. Venezuela of South America, one of the most northern points of the South, and one of the most northern tip of the sacred Andes Mountains. The Kundalini of Pachamama, Divine Feminine, 5.1, 10 kilometers depth. Sutton Alpine, Alaska, 3.9. Cascade, Idaho, 3.1. Dominican Republic, 3.6. 88 kilometers depth. Council of 9, activating the 88, the 88 Lions Gate. Nicaragua, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 4.3, 53 kilometers depth. Aguadilla, Puerto Rico, 3.3, another 33 activation. Indonesia, another 4.7. Crete, Greece, 4.6. And then in the Sacred Portal, Argentina, one of the most southern points of the Amazon rainforest and the foothills of our sacred Andes Mountains, home of our divine condors, 4.6. Again, the whole Ring of Fire is totally lit up, activated, as our fire burned from within, activating every cell, every atom, every star, and every solar system of every galaxy, being activated with these higher frequencies and higher resonance of the golden transmission from the great central sun in the center. This is the home of the rainbow butterfly. Now let's continue with the card that my queen pulled for all of you from the tarot deck, Shadowscapes, from Stephanie Poi Moon Law and Barbara Moore. The card she pulled for you today is 6 of Wands. He stands upon the stone lion, symbol of kings and emperors, and proclaims his ascendancy from a triumphant declaration. Even the lion bows his head and closes his jaws to this victor. It lies quiescent and submissive. He bears his wand like a scepter and raises aloft the laurel crown. He knows his star is rising, and he dares any to challenge him. He has seen many challenges come and go, brave knights and foolish knights, the clever ones who thought to outwit him, and famed ones with their followers, and those who were full of bravado but little skill. None have yet been able to best him. He is confident in his own strength and abilities, prideful and arrogant, certain that there is no equal to his might, and yet he reached this position by fighting through the masses and distinguishing himself. Perhaps the one challenger who will beat him eventually is still waiting in the wings for his own time, waiting for the right moment to strike to take down this overly confident king. The 6 of Wands symbolizes victory and triumph. One has prevailed and overcome many obstacles to come out on top, but you must beware falling prey to hubris and lassitude. The uncontested victory may bring and not become lost in self-importance. This is, after all, victory to the light. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, S.A. Smith, energies are beginning to increase. Ascension symptoms are building. June 3rd just rolled in. With it came a plethora of energies. Although we've experienced much more intense energies, these are affecting many lightworkers in an emotional and physical way. What's different with these energies is the way they came in. Gaia has been wrapped in a high-pressure bubble the last 2 days, keeping the incoming energies to a minimum. When that bubble of pressure released, you felt it, and now we are feeling these lesser energies more intensely. Some of the associated ascension symptoms are hot and cold extremes, bloating, joint pain, vivid dreams, intestinal cramping, nausea, head pressure, migraines, itching, restless limbs, emotional draining. You may feel many of these or none. Whatever you're experiencing is exactly right for your path. You're in a whole new energetic that you've never been in. Listen to your body. It knows what you need. Allow yourself the time you may need to work through what you're feeling. You're still finding your footing in these new types of energies. Breathe, meditate, hydrate, and just be. It's an exciting time. Even the energies are working differently. From agirlintheuniverse.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica, trust the path, ancient ways, new ways, converging one light. As you awaken, shine, unite, trust in the light, the vibrational heart alliance of your true essence, filtering through in this now moment. The light advancement is every breath, pure alignment to source. See your light path, illuminated, the perfect way, day by day. As you observe, rest, be in harmony. From KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel, what I have found that the path of ascension is a path of faith and trust, even if you cannot see the final outcome as yet. I had a profound experience this morning when I was suddenly, during my early morning meditation work, called upon to do massive energy work. When I had completed the work and indeed finally saw the whole picture, after so many years of just being given little pieces of the same, I stood in awe and wonder. So often I just did things on blind faith, trusting that all will come together, when and how it should. I did what was needed to be done, even if I did not always understand the hidden meaning and the higher will behind it. I knew that one day I would. With it, I did 3 tours to France, Greece, and Egypt on sheer faith. Now seeing it all come together in one powerful work, I felt lifted higher than ever before. I then understood that I first needed to be slowly but surely prepared to work at much higher vibrational frequency levels. First, to be able to tap into those energy fields, and then secondly, to be able to work in those fields without disintegrating. Indeed, I know that I'm being called for much greater work, and this morning was just a confirmation of this, and with it, intense insight and understanding dawned. We need to understand, with all the upgrading happening, that we will only be given as much as we can handle at one time. We may think we are ready, when indeed we may not be quite there yet. Each will be given to the measure that they can handle, and can indeed incorporate this. More than this, you will find that you are changing so much that you will not even recognize yourself in 2 months' time, never mind a year or so from here onwards. I was told that the whole process will last 10 years, and then we need to be in the 7th dimensional state. That is how fast things are developing. Some of us are accessing the 12th dimensional state now, and even higher. Things are certainly happening in a lightning speed, even faster. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Penny Moore, the solar flash is imminent, highest council of light. Greetings to all light beings on planet Earth. We come forward at a critical juncture at this time on your planet. We come bearing wonderful news and excitement for humanity. You have been waiting so long, eons of time in fact, for your planet and human consciousness to reach a certain frequency, if you will. May we say that time is upon you. We too have been waiting, observing, and helping out when universal law permits, to assist humanity and your planet to raise consciousness. Remember, your planet, just as you are, is a conscious being. All of creation is divinely orchestrated, and of course all of creation is connected. Nothing is separate. You only hold the illusion of separateness. Humanity must ultimately embrace this knowing now, especially when humanity and the planet are about to cross over the threshold, so to speak, from the old paradigms to be catapulted into the new. Disclosure is coming. So what has to happen at this critical time? There are a number of probabilities that can occur moving forward from the time of this transmission. To begin with, major disclosure will be revealed to the citizens of Earth as to the involvement with non-terrestrials and the secrets kept from society as to their existence. This has been hidden for a very long time. The reveal may be a step ahead of the deep state dark entities, to beat them at their own game of staging an alien invasion. Non-terrestrials go back to the seeding of this planet. Deals and treaties have been signed so often between your governing bodies and non-terrestrials, primarily the reptilians or draconian species. Benevolent non-terrestrials were sent to help with some semblance of balance, but governments dealt mainly with the Draconians, the Salipsari, small greys, and the Mitra, tall greys, and the Siakar, to name a few species. These were all malevolent beings who wanted control over humanity and the planet's resources. You will also hear more about the Area 51 and other bases for non-terrestrials throughout the world. As time went on, more and more control was had by these beings. It had reached a tipping point, and since then the Alliance and all those light beings have been at work righting the wrongs of the malevolent non-terrestrials along with the deep state. Most all governments have been corrupted and infiltrated by the deep state. We could go on and on explaining who has been involved in the enslavement of your planet, but this transmission is not about the control and enslavement of the citizens of Earth. Moving forward with what is to come, first, as we said, disclosure will begin to be revealed to humanity. Aside from the existence of non-terrestrials, another probability that may be revealed is the ongoing human trafficking around the world, which include abductions of citizens, primarily children and women, but men as well. The atrocities these people have gone through are immense, all for the enhancement and rituals of dark beings on this planet. Some of these abductions are by malevolent non-terrestrials to be used as experimental research, for sex to propagate their species, and for slaves. The events of the confiscations from the ships going through the Suez Canal is a starting point which will lead to this type of disclosure. A third probability is a massive disclosure of the November 2020 election fraud, revealing the countries involved, the voting machines used, and how they were calibrated, along with the illegal votes created to manipulate the final results. Events and situations will play out in order for more and more people to awaken as to what atrocities, disinformation, manipulation, enslavement, and such that have been playing out on your planet. A critical point will be reached where there will be much chaos, confusion, anger, and heightened emotions. The situations will escalate. Before there is too much damage, the military, the Galactic Federation of Worlds, and alliances will step in to assist. This juncture is where the solar flash will come in. Before the solar flash comes in from the galactic sun, some people will be taken off planet and worked with so they can handle the new frequencies coming onto Earth. Some starseeds and lightworkers will remain behind to help those left on Earth to acclimate to the higher frequencies. This solar flash, as we advise, will not only raise humanity's and the Earth's frequencies, but will herald in the new Earth as well. Starseeds and lightworkers will be needed. Starseeds and lightworkers like this channel have been preparing for these changes for years now. For this channel retained a lot of knowledge coming into this incarnation. She knew as a little girl that society was not as it should be. It all totally confused her. Too much was hidden as to truth. Everything seemed upside down and backwards to her. There was too much unkindness, deceit, greed, and avarice. She also felt she really did not know the family she was born into. They were like strangers to her. She only knew her true galactic family. Like so many others like her, she began to accept what was, but as she grew and evolved, she realized the truth of what life on Earth should be like. Thus she began her ascension journey. She was like a racehorse out of the starting gate. Nothing could stop her. She thirsted for so much more knowledge and truth. This is the case with so many starseeds and lightworkers. You all struggle to try and fit into a dysfunctional society run by control and greed. This is why for so long on your planet, education, accumulation of money and status were rewarded and applauded. When this channel retired, she then had much more time to just be and experience life at a much slower pace, taking time for herself and further healing on all levels of her being. There was more time to meditate and be out in nature, communing with the flora and fauna in her area. With the recent events of the last year and a half, she has isolated herself more and more to assist in furthering her own healing, raising her frequency, and most importantly, to prepare for what is to come. Right now is a rest period, so to speak, to rejuvenate and recalibrate, to be ready to assist humanity. Starseeds, lightworkers, and others will be needed to assist and console people who go into shock as more and more disclosure is revealed, and ultimately the effects of the solar flash. People will handle this great influx of light in different ways. So the starseeds and lightworkers will be at the helm to comfort, console, and continue to help heal your brothers and sisters. So much love, understanding, and compassion will be needed from all of humanity. May we say it will not be long now for the shift to occur. You will assist in tearing down the old. This includes systems, buildings, and infrastructure to make way for the new. Building will be on proper grid lines, not placed willy-nilly as they are presently and in the past. Universal laws and knowledge will be used in rebuilding cities on precise grid lines. This all will be made possible because of the correct knowledge and truth that will be brought forward, along with incredible technologies that have been hidden by your governments. All will be recreated for the benefit of not only mankind and society, but the earth as well. You see, all must be in resonance and balance to assist further growth and ascension for all. We could go on, but we think you get the gist of where we are going with this transmission. Our message is one of hope and reassurance that all is moving into a higher resonance to where it should be, to lay out the plans as to what is to come for the new earth to unfold. There's no need to worry about what is coming. Be excited and thrilled with the anticipation of a higher vibrational earth, imbued with so much love and light. Know that when the solar flash occurs, movement into the new will begin in earnest. Your role right now is to be at peace. Keep your vibration high. Do what gives you joy. Know that all is as it should be at any given time. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Grace Solaris, keep up the vibe. Now is the time to shine. Don't be disheartened by the current madness playing out on the world stage. This is the last set of a game that is already lost. More than ever, your vigilance to choose love over fear and lift yourself beyond the old 3D agenda is what will determine your reality and the last act of this pantomime. Yes, the chaff is being separated from the wheat through your own choices and what you give your energy to right now. The term lightworker is outdated and belongs to the old earth paradigm. You are much more than a human being, much more than a lightworker. You are a limitless, supreme light being. Those that truly understand and stand in their sovereignty own their light and do not forsake it because of fear are the 144,000. They do not sell their soul for a lollipop jab with the false promises of freedom. Around or just before the full lunar eclipse, I felt a massive shift in energetics, like a heavy cloud of energy lifted off the planet, and a gigantic dam had opened and freed up accumulated energy. It was like the planet itself had been held in energetical quarantine and was now liberated from an enforced entrapment. It felt liberating and triumphant and left no doubt in me the light has won and that the new earth that has been prepared simultaneously in a parallel dimension is now fully seated and operational. Now it is up to us and determined through our choices where we want to operate. The old earth will be a very constricted zone of a concentration camp of enslaved beings that follow the new world herd order and give up their soul and free choice, and become obedient inhabitants connected to a hive mind that determines what you must think and do, when and where you go, when and where you eat, love, and pray. Freedom is the price to enter this pseudo-reality where you will earn your freedom only through complying and doing as told by those in power. The other choice is to stand up in your truth as a living soul and own your light, your power, your might, your free will, and God-given freedom to roam freely as a co-creator of love. You are the true alchemists, the Christed ones. Chosen are those that choose love, those that don't sell their souls to fear and comply to the Antichrist. Ye shall do greater things, and you will walk in this truth. You will walk as the Christed light, and no harm shall be done unto you. You are the real truth keepers, and those that will experience the heaven within, the return to the promised land. You will be the holy grails for God's grace, miracles, and truth. I am the truth, I am the way, I am the light, and so are you. Are you going to own it? Or are you going to be owned by fear and the Antichrist? This is not about religion. Yeshua is not a Christian. It has nothing to do with the Christian church. He was a pure embodiment of truth, a rod of light, and God omnipresence, a galactic master and light being of the highest order. Remember, you came from the stars. You came as pure light, and that God's spark is alive, untouchable, and a supreme power to move mountains of consciousness. Truth keepers take stage, own your might and true light. You are the return of the Christ. You are the Messiah, the holy grails of the new earth. Love prevails. You were made for this. Hallelujah. From Grace Solaris. And this is the divine decree, beloved beings of light. From Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. 1111, upgrades are continuing through this lunar eclipse cycle. Since December 2020, the energies of the great conjunction, eclipses, and solstice of that time are completing. The past 6 months have brought many revelations and endings to karmic relationship patterns based on consciousness and subconscious levels of lack. It's been scary to override your fears, take action, and change behaviors. You set boundaries and raised your vibration higher into the light. The spotlight is now on you, beloveds. The Divine Mother is bringing her justice over the Dark Mother template that's been the underlying entity of relationship karma and abuse. She is removing the Jezebel seed out of the divine masculine Christ in all of us and divine unions. She is bringing karmic justice to the narcissists that have been hurting your children as well. Thank you, God, for saving the children. Our collective tribe is being taken back home into the loving arms of our Divine Mother and back into unity. Divine unions of the Holy Grail are now healing from childhood trauma wounds that created depression, anxiety, anger, walls, and karmic loops as an adult, attracting lovers that repeated and reflected these childhood experiences as an adult is ending. Healings to the emotional body and chakra system is supporting your ascension upgrades out of that timeline and loop for good. The wounded masculine are returning back to their original soul agreements of love and unity consciousness. The spells that block this are clearing. This is restoration from the crucifixion of Christ and martyrism template that the masculine have been carrying. No longer is Jesus Christ on the cross. He is risen, and so are you. We are witnessing the ascension and expansion of unconditional love in the divine masculine Christ now through the powerful upcoming 8-8 Lionsgate. You have done so much to achieve this level of success and freedom from slavery for all of your collective ascension. The divine sees the heavy load, burdens, and burnout due to all you have done. Today the message is that these loads you've been carrying to free the masculine are over. Eternal judgments are completing in divine order. All that is asked of you is to rest and connect with Earth's kingdoms. God is taking you through the gateway into your new life, new love, and new reality. From Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And today from Hair in the Moon Astrology, Thursday, June 3rd, 2021. A heads up. We are a week out from the Ring of Fire June 10th solar eclipse at 19 degrees Gemini, and the force field is tightening. Mars in Cancer is already at odds with both disruptor Eris and implacable Pluto. At a lower level, witness and sidestep power plays, political posturing or ultimatums delivered by those whose blinkers only allow them to see life as a game that has been lost or won. This seismic field is like a hall of mirrors full of strange attractors. Mercury is retrograde in his own sign, entangled in the wild card eclipse, and extra tricksterish. Now you see it, now you don't. In the outer, expect tangled webs of miscommunication, cross purposes, and fake news. Living as a creative path paver in these quantum, fractal, high-frequency chaos nodes, alongside people not on the same wavelength, means that it's okay to feel these oscillating low, high, low moods and emotions and energy multiple times every day and night. Just keep intentionally pushing the old lower everything and everyone out of your world and reality. They cannot keep you in theirs, so don't allow them in yours. Internal frequency, personal choice, personal focus, personal intent, all of it yours and yours alone. There is nothing to do, be, practice, or ritualize. Just allow the puzzle pieces to come together when Mercury enters the heart of the Sun in its retrograde solar conjunction on June 10th, the very day of the solar eclipse. From Hair in the Moon Astrology.co.uk. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Leah, White Horse, Lua Astrology. Sun in Gemini trine Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Strengthen yourself from the inside out by defining who you are and who you want to be. Today's aspect makes it easier to see how much you have grown. Life is tough, but you're tougher. Celebrate all you have learned so far. Name the next mountain to climb. Clarify your purpose. Reconnect with your real you. Know your true limits and acknowledge when you limit yourself. Ground yourself. Get serious about your life. Stability comes from acting with integrity and knowing what's right for you. Invest in yourself and your future. Tap into the experience of someone older, a teacher, or another authority figure if necessary. In turn, share your own expertise. Hard work brings a sense of accomplishment. Go the extra mile. Use your time wisely. You are an artist manifesting your greatest work. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from the Tzolk'in Times. Kin 171. Blue Lunar Monkey. Lunar is the name for the number 2, and its keywords are polarize, challenge, and stabilize. The second day of a wave spell is about identifying the challenges, which is very useful, but it can be painful too. Don't be too hard on yourself and try to remember everyone else is also having a challenging day. Focus on solving problems and removing obstacles. You may have to step things up to succeed. Today is Blue Monkey, which represents magic, illusion, and play. Oh, what a fun monkey has on a challenging day. Some people may be tempted to stay in bed, but there's no escaping time. Monkey is a great teacher and will gladly show you the errors of your way. Be open to learning and everything will be fine, but if you are stubborn, you'll become Monkey's favorite kind of target. Monkey teaches that we make fools out of ourselves. Remember also that Monkey is on your side, so be grateful. As it is a lunar day, identify which illusion is challenging you. Only by looking at your issues can you address them. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina, Papa Giorgio. Kin 171, Blue Lunar Monkey. 3rd of June 2021, Stabilizing Illusions. 3/6/2021 equals 365 equal 311 equal 32 equal 5. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. 6 Heaven, Christ, harmony, fertility, romance. 11 Portal, gate, duality. 2 Twins, partnership, cooperation. 5 Change, freedom, transformation, liberation. Kin 171 equal 9, destiny, service, compassion, humanity, grace. A magical day for stabilizing illusions to liberate greater love. Day 2 in the White Dog wave spell of unconditional love, loyalty, devotion, service, friendship, and faith. We are uncovering and healing all that separates us from source love in order to be love. Today we are grounding and anchoring unconditional love into the physical plane. We are stretching the boundaries and uncovering the challenges, resistance, and opposition to embodying more love in our physical vessels and on our beloved planet. Tone of creation, lunar, tone 2 in the physical realm. The lunar tone represents the sacred twins, cooperation, relationship, polarity of male and female, and duality. Its action polarizes, power challenges, essence stabilizing. Yesterday we magnetized and attracted spiritual energy, and today we anchor that energy in our physical bodies and physical environment. The lunar tone may also reveal challenges in order to recognize and release anything stopping us from attracting divine love and oneness. Focus on your highest dreams and what you wish to anchor in your physical reality. Today's question is, how can I magically allow for higher love and greater abundance to fully stabilize in my physical reality? The lunar tone of challenge coupled with the mischievous monkey can be a recipe for great mayhem and trickery today. Make sure you witness any challenges as an opportunity to lead you to greater love and abundance. Heal what needs healing in order to evolve to greater possibilities to manifest. Happy Galactic birthday, David Icke, the famous British conspiracy theorist, truther, and whistleblower, epitomizes the lunar monkey's drive to push the boundaries of the status quo. His divine mission is to expose what is disharmonious and reveal the deception beyond the illusion of what we have been believing in for so long. This drive is motivated by the desire to lead humanity to greater love, harmony, and peace, free from the oppressive forces that have held humanity captive as prisoners for too long. Underneath it all, David has a pure heart of gold, as unconditional love is his desired destination. Tony Robbins, the famous American motivational guru, is also a lunar monkey. He has certainly challenged the masses to awaken from their humdrum slumber and rise to the challenge of creating a better life. His famous firewalks using his red dragon medicine really pushed the boundaries of fear in his followers and enabled them to stretch the boundaries of the box they have created for themselves. Underneath all of this gruff, Tony has a beautiful, tender heart, spending much time, money, and effort in charitable endeavors for the homeless. Both of these revolutionary men totally reflect the necessity for us to constantly push our boundaries, no matter how uncomfortable or foreign that feels, in order to grow, evolve, and arrive at a place of greater love, harmony, and soul satisfaction. Our world needs more cheeky, magical monkeys. Divine blessings for a magical and playful day of higher love and devotion. Om Shanti. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger. Kin 66. Kin 171, Blue Lunar Monkey. The mantra, the code for today is, I polarize in order to play. Stabilizing illusion, I seal the process of magic with the lunar tone of challenge. I am guided by the power of abundance. And on this powerful day of abundance and activations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for your support, your pledges on Patreon, and your donations. We rely on these donations and pledges for our daily living expenses and to be able to continue bringing this work to you and the world. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sheila Sempek, for your donation today. And I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Stubler, for your donation. If you'd like to support our work and help us to be able to continue to do these daily transmissions, you can make a monthly pledge at the link at whitegoldeagle.com or make a one-time donation at the link to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now be sure, if you're on our Patreon team, to check out the Nembutsu from White Gold Eagle, my manifestation of White Gold Eagle, and the Nembutsu is from Shin Buddhism that I was transmitted to over 30 years ago in the Zen Shin Sangha. And any donation up until our next transmission, that is going to be once a week on Patreon, we'll send you the link to this transmission. And then next week I should be doing a training in a couple days, either tomorrow or Saturday, on Patreon, the 3 points of healing, the most powerful points for overall health and healing. So look forward to that. And we truly appreciate all of you and your support. And also, if you'd like to continue supporting us, if you're on our Patreon team, please check. Since it's the beginning of the month, there's still about 20 people that their pledges had dropped out this month. And most of the time it's because of a glitch in the payment system on Patreon. So if you could check that, we'd appreciate that also. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. She has the Zodiac Goddess Totems available for your month, for your Zodiac. And those are made to order. She also has a pre-made Zodiac Goddess set of all 12 signs of the Zodiac. Healing jewelry, bracelets, and other works of art that you can check out at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to finish today's transmission. We're going to complete this again with code from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light, and then another powerful divine decree. Pleiades 1 messages, June 3rd, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Island of renovation expanding. The light celebrates. Time counters dissolve. Hermetic synchronization started. 69% non-regressive. Shamanic force increase. Consecrated people truly rejoice. Imitations are controlled harmoniously. Contagions decrease as sunlight increases. Akashic vibrations potentiate. Ascended ones arrive for transitions. P1 in data delivery, actualizations. Terrans, pay attention to quantum assimilation. Devic returns continue to increase. Transfers to Caltart are approved. First wave, 94% non-regressive. Special projectors for MFD 11+++ aimed and reverberant, 94% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 potentiating Lemurian inheritances. From disclosurenews.it. From Divine Sister of the Light, powerful divine decree. I am clear, free, and aligned with Source. Heart center brighten, strengthen, and amplify the force and power of pure Christ light, which dispels all distortions instantly and completely from my world. I honor and activate the unified law of divine love across all expressions of self. From AscensionPath.com. So thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Keep shining your light brightly into the night. We've got this, beloved beings. Keep going through and through and through, breaking through all illusions, all veils of deception, breaking through all barriers, until we return completely conscious, awake, and aware in 0 point, the singularity within the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart. Keep shining brightly, divine ones, and be sure to make it the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.